I want you to close your eyes and think of a time where you felt alone, where you felt not seen, where you felt not enough. Can you remember what it felt like? So one of my best friends in elementary school, she said something really rude and it really hurt. So I said something really rude back. Next thing we knew, we weren't friends anymore. And I walked around school just wondering what people were thinking, what they thought of me, just feeling very alone. Moving into middle school, I made friends quickly, but I always kept them at an arm's length distance because I didn't want to let them get close enough in order to hurt me again. So it was this weird tension in my mind of wanting that love and wanting that closeness, but also being scared of it, that it would hurt me and that I would be left even more scarred than I was before. The heart of that little girl felt very alone and unloved. That just left me feeling like God didn't care, and so why should I care? So I started off college like that, not caring, and it led me to make decisions that I never thought that I would make, and it led me to isolate myself even more from my family, and what I thought would bring me clarity of living in my own intention just brought me more confusion and more a stronger sense of loss. I remember when it all came crumbling down after I came home another day, exhausted, emotionally, physically, all of the things, and I couldn't even sleep that night, where I woke up gasping and I was just laying there empty and didn't have anything left to give, it felt like. And I just fell on my knees and I started praying and I started saying, Lord, I've made a complete mess out of my life. And I don't know if you still love me. I don't know if you want me, but I can't do this on my own. I feel so alone. I feel so lost. I feel so empty. And as I was praying, it felt like I experienced someone was giving me a hug, and I opened up my eyes and I looked around and I was like, I'm by myself. I feel crazy, but it really clicked in my mind at that point that it was more than being a good girl, and it was more than being all these things all these pressures that I'd put on myself. It felt like the intimacy that I was looking for, that God was saying that I see you and I love you and I do want you. And so that's when I knew that I had it all wrong and I didn't understand what having a relationship with Jesus meant. And so that's what I wanted to learn. That's what I wanted to figure out. And it took shutting off a lot of the things and the decisions that I made and opening up my Bible and actually reading it for what it says and not what I think that it says or what I want it to say. And getting in community and having people point out who Jesus is to me and just allow people to get close enough to see me for who I am and to show me that they still love me.
And you'll see the light, though the darkness seems so strong. In the deepest night, let love lead you home.
And I've walked through some really hard things. That I've had to just invite Jesus into and know that he's there and that he sits with me in whatever I walk through. I can still experience his nearness. I want you to open up your eyes and imagine that there is someone who already knows you intimately and already loves you unconditionally, despite decisions that you've made, despite things that have happened to you. I'm telling you from the deepest part of my soul and my heart that I have found that in Jesus. And he is the one that has been by my side through everything that I've walked through. And now that is something that's worth holding on to.